Founded in 1979 by the Bic family of Big Pen fame, Bic Sport grew from a passion for water sports and world-renowned expertise in sustainable manufacturing. Visit bicsport.com and learn more about our full range of water sports products.
Hello, this is Jodelle Fitzwater with Bic SUP, and this is part 2 of our yoga series. We'll be starting on all fours. Come to all fours with your hands right underneath your shoulders and your knees in line with your hips. We're just going to do a nice little flow to maintain that warmth throughout the body. Inhale, lift your heart forward, pull the shoulders down your back, and exhale, round your back. So we're inhaling and lifting the heart, and exhaling, rounding, pulling that belly up into the back. Inhale and lift, drawing the heart forward. Exhale and round. Now go ahead and tuck your toes under, come up to a downward dog. We're going to include this in our flow. So we're just lifting the tailbone to the sky, coming back down to the knees. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round the back, tuck the toes, press up to downward facing dog. And then drop the knees. One more time. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round the back. Tuck the toes, press to downward dog. And then the knees come down. We're going to slide the hands back as we sit back towards the heels. Press the hands into the board, lift the heart. And then exhale, reach the arms forward for a nice little chest stretch and upper back stretch here in child's pose. So let's go through that again. Hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, tuck the toes, downward dog. Exhale, the knees down. Inhale, sitting back, hands behind you, opening up the heart. And then exhale, reaching forward, child's pose. Let's try that one more time, rolling up to all fours. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, rounding the back, tucking the toes, pressing up to downward facing dog. And dropping to the knees, sliding the hands back. Fingertips on the board, lift the heart, roll the shoulders back. Deep breath in, and then folding forward. And then coming back up to all fours, let's step that right foot up underneath your chest here, and you want to inch the tippy toes out. So just keep inching your foot forward until it's well in front of your hands. Your hands are still underneath your shoulders. Shift your weight forward into that front foot and just place the hands up onto the knee. So rather than hanging out in the ligaments on the left side, I want you to pull your back knee towards your front heel and your front heel towards your back knee, squaring those hips. So you're getting that muscle action, the strength building, and you're also getting a nice stretch through the hip flexor. Now, hands come down to the board. You're going to shift your weight back and get a hamstring stretch here. Now, I'm not looking for a flat back. It's more important that, a straight leg. It's more important that your back stays flat. We do want a flat back here. Pull the shoulders back, shifting forward, get that stretch in the hip flexor, and then we'll flow and shift back. So a hamstring stretch, moving into a hip flexor stretch. Maintaining that flat back, working to dissolve tension in the back and the front of the legs. One more time, inhale and exhale. And then we'll finish there. We'll tuck the leg back underneath us and start on the other side. So let's step the left foot up in between the hands. We'll inch the hands, or the toes out here ahead of the hands. And then let's shift that weight forward. You can bring your hands up to your knee. Make sure you're not on a tightrope here. You don't want your knee right behind the foot. You want to kind of open here and give yourself a little more stability. Deep breath, lifting up. If you wobble, that's okay. It's all part of the fun. Now remember to pull that back knee towards the front foot and the front foot towards the back knee. Drawing the heart up and the shoulders back, feeling that stretch. Then we'll take it into the hamstrings. So hands down to the board, shifting back, finding that stretch in the leg, and then shifting forward, inhale, shifting back, exhale, inhale, shifting back, exhale. Remember, it's not important how straight the leg gets, it's more about keeping that back straight. Inhale, and exhale. Good, and then we'll release there, bring it back down to the board. Now we're actually going to turn sideways on the board and bring your feet facing one direction, kind of in a little mermaid pose here. So your left hand goes down onto the board, your feet are off to the right, and you're just going to sweep that right arm up, pressing your hips towards the sky. Inhale, lift your chest, exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift, hold it here, take a tiny micro bend in that bottom elbow, pull the shoulders back, lift the heart to the sun. And then lower down slowly, and we'll shift to the other side. So the feet are off to the left now. Your right hand is down, we'll be sweeping the left arm up. So coming up to the knees, pressing the hips forward, and exhale down. Every movement has a breath here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Lift your heart to the sun, hold it, bending that bottom elbow, tucking the shoulders back, and lifting the heart up high. And then all the way down to the board. And we'll come back to all fours. Getting a nice chest expansion stretch here. Your hips are going to stay stacked right over your knees. Extend your arms out as far as you can forward and start to just melt that heart to the mat. Now you might like to take your hands wider in this position or bring your elbows down to the board. But in any case, we're melting the heart and the chin towards the board, getting a nice long stretch in the spine. Tailbone up high, and we're going to kind of undulate with our breath here. So on your inhale, lift your armpits away. Exhale, melt the heart down. Inhale, lift the armpits away. Exhale, melt the heart down. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release. Feel that nice stretch there. And finally coming back up. Hands come back underneath the shoulders. Just a little shoulder stretch here. We've gotten into the chest. Let's get into the shoulders. So go ahead and take your right fingertips in and move your left arm down to the board, left shoulder down. You're just going to keep your right hand on the board, pushing the board away, keeping some nice contraction in that right arm, and just allow the head to rest freely on the board. Not a lot of pressure on your head here. That left shoulder is getting a nice deep stretch. Pull the belly in, hold it there as you breathe. Let the water lapping on the shore caress your body and just help you relax. And then we'll come back up. And the left fingertips face in, the right arm reaches through. Keep a lot of pressure down into that left hand, so there's not a lot of pressure on the head or the shoulder of the right arm. We're just looking for a stretch here. Keep revolving that heart to the left and breathe through your upper back. And let's come back up. We've got one more pose to finish out this series. Just opening the knees, nice and wide, sitting back towards the heels, stretching the arms forward for child's pose, allowing your body to melt towards the mat. And this completes this series. So we'll conclude there with our part 2, all fours series. Please join us for our next episode, which will be doing some seated stretches as well as some guided relaxation on our backs. If you like what you see here, please subscribe to us at Stand Up Paddling TV. And for more information on the AceTech Fitboard, visit bicsup.com.
Visit bicsup.com and check out the full range of stand-up paddleboards, paddles, and accessories.